Hey everybody, BrhysH here. Welcome back to the SMB Server, guys. Doing a little bit of work around the tree. Now, you notice it's a little taller than the last episode. On the live stream, I did a little bit of caving / putting a layer on the tree because I thought, why not work on it while I'm streaming as well? And you can see it's getting dirty down there, which I love. I'm gonna have to work on the root system once I'm done the whole thing, but you can also see that it's starting slowly, ever so slowly, to arch and eventually going over the ocean here. So we're going to be working on this. I'm going to be going over a few things that have just come up around the channel. Things I've started using, just so you guys know, if you're new to the channel, things I'll be doing, stuff like that. So that's cool. I also need to figure out my farm system on what I'm going to be doing around here, because I don't want to just go and have, you know, lines of crops growing. So I might do like an underground crop system that was utilizing the design I used on Maplecraft, and then that way I kind of stays unique and clean, and I kind of like it. That design is pretty swank when it comes to me. So I'm gonna start chopping down some trees. Let's go down. Let's talk a little bit. I want to talk to you guys about the social media that I'm currently using, because there's a ton, and if you want to stay connected and maybe you know, not always have Minecraft related stuff, but I mean majority of it is. I'm gonna be posting in a few spots, and I'll just keep you informed of where that's gonna be. So literally last night, when this is up on YouTube, probably a couple days ago, I signed up for Tumblr, and I got a Tumblr account. Now I have no idea what I'm doing on Tumblr, but here's the thing, I'm starting to understand how it works, so that is a good thing. I'm going to utilize that more for, you know, I'll have some Minecraft stuff, maybe some personal stuff, maybe some other gaming related things, questions from the community, because, man, questions, they come on Twitter, you don't answer them and you forget, and there's been a ton of questions on Twitter, and I get so bogged down with trying to remember to reply. I hit the favorite thinking that's gonna remind me, but it never does. I need an enchanting table out here. That's what I need. Boom, give me an axe. You know what, give me another one. I'll do 2 more. We're gonna need them. You can never have too many axes. So yeah, Tumblr, it has an ask question feature. I can answer the question right there. It doesn't have to be recorded in a video. That way everything is fair and everybody feels like their question's being answered. Now, please, if you're gonna ask a question, don't keep it kind of PG 13ish. I don't want anything, you know, relating to you know, rated R / adult. You know what I'm talking about. Don't do it. No dirty questions. Because if people, I'm not gonna answer them. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna answer them. I kind of like my channel being. You can watch it with, you know, if you're an adult or as a young child or as a teenager, and it's not going to be filthy and stuff like that. You know, there's times and places for you know, 18 plus, and that's more likely going to be on a live stream than a YouTube video. And even then, it's not going to be, not going to be too raunchy, because, you know, I'm not like that. I'm not too raunchy when I'm around people or, you know, trying to make videos or something like that. But yeah, I'm on Tumblr. There's an ask questions feature. You guys can check down in the description below. There's a link to it. Very first quote is something I just thought of on like a second. It allows you to throw up like a couple second videos, 5-minute videos, I think it is. So I'm wondering if I could do that on like the drive home from work, or even kind of like a mini / vlog type style, like you would get on like a Vine or something. I don't even understand Vine. I am not on Vine. Do not look for me on Vine. I don't understand it. It's 30-second clips of kids screaming, yelling, going ah, and that's not. I don't know. I don't find it funny. I really don't. I like a drawn out comedy, like real dry, sarcastic. Oh no. Oh noes. Poor guy. He's probably AFK. I don't know. Oh, maybe not. He's there. So yeah, not on Vine, but Tumblr. Twitter, I'm on Twitter. Google+. I have a Facebook page. though. See, here's my thinking. Anything that's kind of integrated into YouTube is much easier for me. Twitter, there went 75 levels. Oh, geez. That stinks. That stinks. I've had stuff like that happen. Anything that's integrated into YouTube, Google, at all is very easy for me to use and communicate with you guys. Twitter is easy as well, just because it's Twitterverse, let's be honest. The only thing I don't like about Twitter is the capped responses and stuff like that. You can only put so many characters. I don't like that. Me being me, I have a lot of spelling mistakes. Because I do. I apologize for that if anybody follows me. But I don't like that feature, but it's an easy way to keep in contact with everybody, and everybody uses Twitter. Everybody does. Like, honestly, if you're making YouTube videos and you don't have Twitter, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Okay? Get Twitter. What else am I on? I think that's the main ones. Google Plus I use mainly for people that want to, to get a hold of me like instantly. Plus, it allows comments to go right to YouTube, so I kind of like that feature. I use that quite a bit. You might, if you follow me on Google Plus, you might see me post to a bunch of random things. And I apologize. That's another thing. Now that I've hit 500 subscribers, I've hit that milestone. That is a giant milestone. That's nothing to, scoff off or just being like, oh man, it's only 500. No, this is a huge milestone. I'm going to be a little bit more responsible with my social media posts. As a smaller YouTuber, like when you're at the 100 or below 500 or anything like that, and I'm still considered a small YouTuber. Don't get me wrong. Your videos are very hard to get pushed out to all these different mediums. So you have to you basically have to sell yourself to get your videos seen, which is not an easy thing, and it kind of feels wrong, and you don't enjoy it, and it takes a lot of the fun out. But I'm gonna be a lot more responsible now, guys. So if you do follow me on the Twitter, you're not gonna see any more tweets about sub counts or something like that. Or if I'm like one away from a giant milestone, then you might. But I'm not gonna say, oh, 4 away from this or something like that, because I want to be more responsible with my my tweets, especially in my Google Plus posts. Because I feel like that you should be. Once you hit certain milestones, or once you get into a certain size, maybe become a little bit more humble and responsible with those tweets, instead of just like pushing them out there like nobody's business. Because I'm sure a lot of people didn't really appreciate all the spam tweets, I guess you could call them. Which they weren't spammy. They weren't like, oh, sub for sub, but enough is enough, BrhysH. You don't need it anymore. Okay, bro. Okay, just be okay with what you got, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I've always thought that way, but to get my videos out there, I tried something, and it semi worked for me. So that's that in terms of social media. I am on Twitch. I don't do a ton of streaming. I'm looking forward to streaming a little bit more on the Christmas break. Right as you guys see this, I'm in like the dead of exams, and I'm probably freaking out. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not freaking out, so that's good during this video, though I should, because I'm not studying. Instead, I'm making Minecraft videos. Though I feel like I have a grip on the content. I'm not like, this is gonna be the worst. This is physics 101. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I understand wounds and stuff like that. So, looking forward to it. We know trade avail. Ooh, I don't know what I'll take it. Graph, you want some iron? She's probably got tons of it. She does, I know that for a fact. But I am on Twitch, guys, so make sure you go on over and follow me on the Twitch. I'm trying to take cues from some of my favorite Twitchers. MK, Graph, although sometimes I can't make it out to all the streams because it's hard to. But those two I watched a while back, and I try to make almost all of MK's because I can. Graphs is a little bit harder because it's on a Friday, I'm usually at work, or I'm out and it's Friday because it's the girlfriend, you know, the fiance wants to spend time, and you gotta put the fiance first. So I apologize for that in advance, Graph. I do. I try to make as many as I can. But yeah, I'm out there and I'm trying to take cues of interacting with the community, because, you know, as a whole, to go and watch somebody who's just not paying attention to the chat and is just, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I get it. Sometimes you get those people on, why do I have leather pants on me? Jeez, BrhysH. Learn things. Put your stuff away before you go and make videos. When they're not paying attention to the chats and things like that, or even the comment sections, I feel like, as a viewer, it's a bummer. It's a bummer, because I've gone out, and I'm not mentioning big guys, like, because I understand when you've got like 1,000 people in your chat, it's gonna get hectic. I'm talking about smaller people that are like, you know, 100, 200 people following them, or like just 50 people in the chat, and they just I don't have any freaking dirt. Jeez. They completely forget about the chat, and they don't even pay attention, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've gone ahead on many days and I've just been like, okay, I just want to watch some Minecraft. I just want to watch it. I'm not gonna go to YouTube. I kind of want the interaction, talk to people, maybe get an insight of what they're doing, talk to them, see where their head is at, in terms of making content and stuff. But I don't get a reply, and it's like literally me in the chat, and that's it. And they say, oh, somebody's in the chat, and then they don't talk to me. Like, they just focus on what they're doing on stream, and I'm the only one in the chat room. That kind of stinks. I never want to be that. Listen, I get people are they got priorities, or maybe that's not what they're there for, but I mean, you're doing it live for a reason, right? You should be interacting with the people that have come onto your stream, because that's what they're there for. They're there for, if I wanted to go watch a bunch of, you know, Minecraft videos, I go to YouTube and just use the comment section. You're doing it live for a reason, right? And oh, hey. It's a party today. It's crazy. There's a lot of people on the server right now. Because I just popped on. I don't really usually have a set time where I come on. I just, whenever I have free time, I'll just pop on. Yep. Yes, I am. That was definitely, that was a text message. And oh, now the party's over. And I answered it on the recording. Anyway, yes, if you're gonna stream, make sure you interact with people. That's just a pro tip from me. I'm not a pro. Yeah, so I'm not, and by no means am I a pro. I'm not a pro at it. But hey, interact with people, because it's okay. Yeah, so that's pro tip. Pro tip from BrhysH. It could become nighttime. That's okay. Somebody can sleep. This here. Now, guys, I got an idea. A lot of you guys love the SMB server. A lot of you are great builders. I'm looking for. Let me pass on this to somebody else, because I'm doing this, and I'm gonna probably do the pathway around it without asking. But this is something I like to do to keep these videos a little bit more interactive, because I know YouTube's not the most interactive medium. I mean, Twitch is a lot more. I need a design. And in the last video, I was talking about a fist. And that is what I want you guys to kind of work out. You can do it in creative, do it in survival, whatever you want. Shoot me a pic or a video, either on Twitter, Google+, wherever the social medias I just explained. You can pop down a link or anything to me, and I'll take a look at it. But I want like a fist grabbing a golden axe. Now, the axe itself, leave for me. That's okay. If you want to design it and pop it into the fist, that's cool. So I want it to be, I want like a solid arm going up to like a wrist area into a giant fist that is holding an axe. Now it can be going out that way, it can be going out that way, but I want curves, and I want detailed fingers if possible. If you can do that, let me sleep here for a second. These guys won't, I don't think these guys will care. By the way, Impulse, I was watching his video, and I took the 3 stacks of steak. I think I should have probably waited and breeded more animos, but I didn't. Anyway, I want curvature in the arms, or the arm here, and then going into a smaller wrist, like not as big. So it's not like, where's my dirt? If you know what I mean, like boom, 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 and fist. No, I kind of want it to be like, okay, there's the wrist, right? And then there's your oh, this is a made up fist, but there's a fist, right? And it's, oh, this guy's asking for it. He's asking for it, isn't he? Yeah, this will be my second one I've killed on the server. What? Where did you? Ah, frickers. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay, stealing my dirt blocks. I need those, you jerk. Whatever. Can't these neighbors? Freaking neighbors stealing my dirt blocks and never giving them back. Take all that. Okay, so you guys, if you could throw me down some designs. If not, I know people get busy, and I know that you might be doing your own things, but if you could, it'd be great. And you'll have a design on the SMB server. So that's kind of cool, and I'll show it off and put a plaque with your name on it. Hey, win-win for both of us. I get a design, you get your name posted in a video, papa. Which is not really a big thing, but it's really one of mine. But hey, whatever, right? Whatever. That's a cool idea to do. Another thing is, and I don't really talk about it a lot, right? Because it's a touchy subject for me. I don't like to talk about it. But I am also on Patreon. Now, I stated this a long time ago, and I want to reiterate it kind of, because when people talk about like donations and things like that, you want to make sure that they're not like, oh man, they're just asking for donations again and blah 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 blah. I'll never do that, guys. I'll never say, hey, awesome ideas, go give money to BrhysH. No, if you feel that it's like, you feel like the content's worth it and you like it that much, the support is appreciated. Let's just say that, because I can't come up with smart words right now. I'm cold. I've only had 1 coffee today, and my brain's not working, which is a regular thing for me. But that's for a different time, different place. So yeah, I am on Patreon. There are a few perks in terms of content, things I try to give back. Now there is 3 different tiers. I'm not going past 3. I don't think it's necessary, but there's perks there. So one of the perks is a kind of a hangout with Patreons that'll be starting at a certain amount, and you know, that's only because then I can say, hey, you know, Miss BrhysH, this day per month or per week or whatever it turns out to be, I'm dedicating to these fine folk, because that's what I'm gonna do. So you go and knit or something, whatever she can't knit, so that would be mean of me. Go hang out at the gym or something. She's a fitness buff, so she'd be happy with that. But yeah, there's that, and then I'm gonna be adding a few new ones. One of the bigger ones is everybody who donates, and I'll be doing it on kind of both servers that I kind of run on right now. Although one is kind of slacking in terms of content, because I'm running 2 vanilla series and at a time. And if you're a Minecrafter, if you're a YouTuber, you kind of understand where I'm coming from. Your brain, your creative side of you gets focused on one thing. And right now, it's this tree. This is a labor of love right now. I am loving this so much. This big, beautiful, sprucey tree that I'm building. It is just me sinking my time, my energy into this, my chi. Am I going out one? No, I'm building on top of this. So yeah, this is my labor of love. The other series is kind of getting put on the back burner. Not only that, there's other reasons, because I'm on doing the feudal pack and stuff like that, and that's another building series I have. So to have 3 building series going at once is creatively draining, if I can say that. My builds aren't, you know, they're not super fantastic. You know, I'm not a ruck buck. How do you say your name? Ruck? It's Ruck Buckus, and I think I'm pronouncing it wrong because I'm horrible at pronunciations. But if you're on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. He's a smaller YouTuber. He's got crazy builds. I'm not him, but you know, I tend to think my things look okay. But having 3, what I'm trying to say is having 3 building videos, trying to push those all out in a week is kind of, whew, my brain, right? My creative artsy side kind of gets stressed a little bit. So this is kind of my main focus right now. And then what I was trying to get at, what a ramble that was, is everybody who donates on the Patreon page. So there's going to be a hanging structure off this tree. And I'm going to be hanging lights as well. Every light will be basically a person who's donated. And that goes for people who have already donated, because there are people who have donated to me. So I thank you guys so much. You continue to get the perks that get upgraded / you know, changed over time. So every light on this tree, which will be hanging from the canopy area around basically my house, will be you guys. So you guys are like my shining lights that keep my mobs away. You see what I did there? Oh gosh, that's so beautiful, BrhysH. He's such a beautiful guy. You come up with the greatest things. So that's that. We didn't really. I've just been rambling this episode about things, and I feel bad because it's all about me and not about the building. But yeah, that's me. That's how basically all my content is, I guess. I'm a rambler. Let's let's use all of this wood, and then we'll call it an episode, guys. I apologize in advance. I'm not gonna be, or I wasn't on SMB this week. SMB Live. I know I'm not very much of a talker on it, but there's reasons why I haven't been on it, or wasn't on it this week, because exams. I honestly, I wish I could have been. I don't want to miss many of them, because I feel like it's helping me, you know, slowly open up a little bit more, because, you know, I'm more of an inclusive person. I've said on many occasions I'm more of like a, I'm not saying I am, but I see myself more as like a Kurt J. Mac, who doesn't do too many of the social, like he does with beef and stuff like that, but he's more, you know, doing he's explained it in his videos, and I'm sure you already watch his videos and you understand what I'm talking about. It's hard to stay. You're just you feel more comfortable, I guess, because you're not gonna have to open up to anybody or something like that. Anyways, let's get it down. So put this here, right there, right there. Pop, 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 pop. Bam. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'll talk while I'm doing this. So excited that the channel finally hit the big 500 milestone. I don't want to be like, oh gosh, yes, you know, finally my channel's growing. No, it's more of like a personal goal, because not a lot of people hit 500. So it's so awesome to see. Oh, I don't want you there. I don't want you there. Take you. Oh wait, do I have another one? No. Well, yes I do. So that's awesome to see. I appreciate all the support, guys. Like, honestly, I said it in the video. Every comment, every time you guys share the video or something like that, and I see that on Twitter, it means the world to me. Because I honestly do. I do read every single comment. Ooh, Miss BrhysH can tell you that. I'll be laying in bed and she'll be like, "Oh, it's time for bed." I'll be like, "No, I gotta read these comments." I actually do it because it helps out. It helps out a bunch. And right here. I'm gonna throw this out to any of the SMBers. I mean, if you want to cut down some of these spoosh trees and you're really bored, guys, be my guest. Be my guest. Come right here and put it in my chest. That's another thing I like to do. You guys hear a song and you just like put your own lyrics in? Like I do that all the time. Like in real life, I constantly do it. I'm not musically talented, but I love making up my own lyrics. My sister and I one day, let's quickly run down. I'll talk about this. Sister and I one day were going to get like subs from Subway, one day, and we were listening to the Beastie Boys or some song, and we were just like talking about sandwiches and ham and things on sandwiches, and we just like created this whole song that came out of nothing but Subway sandwiches, and it was great. It was fun, and I love doing that. Oh, you're looking good. I love that curve. Girl, you got some curves. Let's go see this. Let's see this from the other side. I like it. It looks good. A lot curvier than the last one. Let me tell you. I'm a lot happier with this, how this is turning out. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay, so less of the... Okay, so that's kind of more of the... Less of this now, and more of just... just go across. So thank you guys for watching the episode. As always, I appreciate it. If you hit that like button, helps me out a bunch, so consider it. If you hit that sub button as well, helps me out, and you'll get to stay on top of all the content that I'm pushing out. Whether it be vanilla, PvP stuff, modded stuff, or things in the future, because there are future things planned. Myself and Michaelton, who has been a fantastic helper to me on my channel, are planning something, and I cannot wait for that. I gotta do some math, and I gotta do some checking and networking and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. So guys, I appreciate you checking out the video, and I'll see you next time on the SMB server. Take it easy. Bye-bye.